But thankfully, this past year, whoever she convinced, whoever let her play, they let her play basketball, and I'm so grateful that they did. This player, like I said, has never played the sport before at a varsity level. And I want you guys to just kind of think about how difficult that is for somebody to do. To never play a sport, and then to immediately be put on the varsity team, and not only be on the varsity team, but to be a key player for that varsity team, which just speaks loudly to the kind of athlete that this person is. She came to practice every single day to work hard and to be the best person that she could be. Learning the rules, learning the game, it's not an easy thing to do your senior year of high school, but she made it look effortless. I also want to kind of walk you through the average day of this person during the basketball season. She would start, if we had late practice, by going to soccer, optional soccer workouts. She would do that for a few hours with her soccer team, even though she didn't have to, because she wanted to be part of that team. She would then come to practice for basketball and practice with us for 2 hours, nonstop running up and down the court. She would then drive out to Milwaukee to go practice hockey at night, to then drive back all the same night. She managed to do all this by maintaining over a 4.0 GPA. Just speaks to her dedication, her work ethic, wow, if I can talk, and everything that goes into it. Anybody that's watched this athlete play sees how effortless everything it is for her. However, I can tell you firsthand that it's not effortless. The amount of work and time and practice this person puts into her sport is really why we're standing up here talking about her today. While she makes it look incredibly easy, we get the pleasure to see her every single day, and her teammates get to see her every single day, working incredibly hard is what she does. And I don't want that to go unnoticed. She could have just come into basketball, never playing the sport, just kind of take it in easy, just to have fun. She already had hockey season going on at the same time, but every single drill, she was giving it her all, non-stop, and I can't be more proud of her. Even though we only had Emily in the basketball program for 1 year, her impact is going to be long-lasting. She showed not only her teammates, but me, what it means to be an elite athlete, and the hard work and dedication that goes into it. So, Emily, thank you for everything that you've done for this school, and everything you've shown what it is to be a great athlete. And good luck next year at UMass Boston in playing hockey.
Before this athlete arrived at Gray's Lake North, I was told by then head track and field coach Jesse Walter that we had an athlete coming in that could be one of the best ever to compete for our track and field team, but that she's also a good soccer player from what he heard, and that maybe she could make her name for herself there too. We were not sure if we were going to be asked to allow this athlete to do both soccer and track, and if we were asked, we were not sure how we would make it work, but we knew that we should probably try. Thankfully for the soccer program, she chose to play soccer and not add track and field to her already incredible workload, given that she plays hockey year-round at a very elite level, which has allowed her to fulfill her dreams of playing college soccer next year at University of Boston, Massachusetts. Hockey. She could have only played soccer. So as a freshman, we got to know just how athletic, physical, and committed she is when she explained and demonstrated how she was going to be successful and compete in both hockey and varsity soccer at the same time. She started her soccer career in a similar role to that which she still plays today, as one of our box-to-box midfielders, basically tasked with providing the balance between our attack and our defense, by far one of the most physically demanding positions on the field. Not only does she need to be good with the ball, but she needs to be willing to do the physical work that so many athletes shy away from. Whether it's winning a header from a goalkeeper's 50-plus yard punt, making a tackle, chasing and marking the opponent's best attacker, or simply running from box to box for 80 minutes nonstop. Not only is she willing to do all that, but she's incredibly good at it as well. The physical side of her game is like nothing we've ever had in our program. Excuse me. And is one of the first things that just about every opposing coach mentions after the game. Emily, being the humble kid she is, points out that she might not be as skilled as some of the other impact players, but she does not stop working until she has outworked everyone else on the field, and more times than not, outplayed and dictated the game more than any and every other player on the field. Going into this year, she started telling me how much the athletic trainers and physical therapists meant to her during her recovery from the ACL injury, and that she wanted to do whatever she could to be involved in GNHS because she loves it so much, and that she was deciding to be a fall student athletic trainer. All fall long, we got to see that love for North as explained by athletic trainer Caitlin Bender. As she says, quote, Emily is an amazing addition to the student athletic training program this year. As I watched her go through her ACL injury during COVID, I knew she would be perfect for our group. She went through a major injury, understood what it meant to come back, rehab, and could be a resource. Emily works hard, asks questions, and is an amazing leader. Emily succeeds at whatever she puts her mind to and has big things ahead. So grateful student athletic training was a part of her Grace Lake North journey. The fall season ends, and she starts telling me that she wanted to try out for the basketball team. I asked if she was any good, and again, humbly, she looked at me and said, not really, but I want to try. There was never any doubt in my mind she would be one of the hardest working out there. A couple other coaches asked me if she was nuts, taking on another sport on top of hockey before soccer, asking me if I was nervous. All I could say is no. She's an athlete, and all she wants to do is compete for the Knights. I knew the basketball team and program would benefit from all her incredible attributes, regardless of her basketball skill. There was actually one day in the winter that truly explains Emily to the fullest. She had hockey late the night before. She comes into the weight room right after school to join the girls in preseason lifting. I looked at her and said, wait, I know you have a basketball game tonight. Is coach okay with you being here? She said, I don't know, but what else am I going to do? So she lifted with the girls, and as if she had nothing going on, she lifted with the girls as if she had nothing going on at that night at all. She went downstairs, and I believe she scored her career high in an effort to help the basketball team get a big conference win. Since she started competing at the varsity level for the soccer program as a freshman, we were 28, 18, and 11. She scored 18 goals. I'm almost done, I swear. She scored 18 goals and provided 7 assists. She and her team were unbeaten in our conference for freshman and senior seasons, and only experienced 2 NLCC losses throughout her entire soccer career. This season, about 2 hours before we left for the prospect tournament, the trainers sensed she may have broken something in her hand. They sent her for x-rays immediately, as she was only concerned with playing that night to help lead her team. She rushed to the doctor, who confirmed that she did indeed break her hand. She got the cast put on, made sure the doctor wrote a note indicating she could still play, and she was on the field helping us beat Huntley within an hour of leaving the hospital. She's been named NLCC All-Conference, IHSSCA All-Sectional, All-Area, team captain for the last 2 seasons, and is looking to lead us to a regional championship on Friday night at Deerfield. This year's Female Athlete of the Year, Emily Hansen.
And now to present the final award for tonight. Our male recipient for the Order of the Valor Award, please welcome up Coach Atwell and Coach Kirsch.